Here is another set of fractions. It's a fraction because there's a denominator and a numerator. And you'll notice that the denominators are the same, so we can just add them together, really. But what you have to do in a situation like this, before you add them together, I want you to actually simplify the equations first. By the way, that's supposed to be in minus. All right, so now they're the exact same. All right, so when I factor x squared minus 25, I will notice that it's a difference of squares. That's a square number and that's a square number. So I'm going to get x plus 5 times x minus 5. All right, so I can just call that, I can just recall it like that. So I'm going to go 6x minus 1 plus x, all divided by x plus 5 times x minus 5. And I'm going to simplify it to, let's see, 6 plus 1 is 7x minus 1 divided by x plus 5 and x minus 5. And that's my answer. Let me show you another one. What if we have one that's similar? Let's go 6x minus 1 divided by x squared minus 25. And then let's go take away 7x minus 6, all divided by x squared minus 25. All right, now, again, I'm going to factor these bottom denominators. And then I can just combine the tops. So how about if I go like this? Let me just write down all the top numbers. So I'm going to go 6x minus 1, take away this whole thing, 7x minus 6. Well, what happens when I do that? This turns to negative, and this turns to positive. And this little sign now goes away. All right, so now I have 6x minus 7x equals negative 1x, and then negative 1 plus 6 is positive 5. 6 take away 1 is 5. All right, well, doesn't that just simplify to negative x plus 5? Negative x plus 5. All right, now I'm going to put down my denominators, and we did this on the last problem. This is going to be x plus 5 times x minus 5. And to solve this, all I do is I can take this negative sign and put it out here to the side, and I can erase this little negative sign. And now, look, I have two of these like this. Oh, dear. In any case, they cross off. And what I have left is, I have the negative sign, negative 1. Sorry, guys. Negative. The 1 is going to be on top of this, because when I take everything away here, I have to put a 1 on the top over x minus 5. All right, let me do another example for you. In a little question like this, you have two parts of a denominator. This is part 1, and this is part 2. Okay. Now, the 3 is going with the green, but it's not going with the red. So I'm going to put the red up here, x minus 8. I'm going to erase this equal sign. And over here, the 4 is going with the x minus 8, but it has no part of the x plus 7. So on this part, I'm going to go x plus 7. All right, so the first thing I want to do is this. I'm going to draw a line, and on the bottom, I'm going to put my two denominators, x plus 7 and x minus 8. I'll just do it like this. All right, now, so I've already used the x plus 7 over here for the 3. So I'm going to kind of cross that off a little bit. Now all I'm going to do is multiply with a distributive property like this. And I'm going to go 3x minus 24. Okay? So that expression has changed now because I changed the denominator. On this deal, on the second one, the x minus 8 is going away. And I'm going to multiply using the distributive property these two numbers. So 4 times x is positive 4x, and 4 times 7 is positive 28. Almost done, guys. All right, all I do is simplify this. 3x plus 4x is 7x. Then negative 24 plus 28 is positive 4, all over x plus 7 times x minus 8. That's your answer. Guys, I'm giving you a worksheet that accompanies this because this is a hard topic, and you might need me to talk to you a little bit about how to do some of these. So please let me know what you need me to help you with.